G'day guys and welcome back to Jads_Gaming for another Dokkan Battle video. So for today's video I'm jumping back into the Shula Red Zone stage and we're going to be taking on this mission execution mission. So I don't have the physical TAO, so I'm going in with the physical Glorio team. I'm thinking that this is, if you don't have TAO, this is probably one of the better strategies for getting this done. Let's look at the orbs here. We got to work with sort of that. I'll make sure to go after you. But yeah, I'm thinking that we should hopefully be able to get this one done. Not the ideal first rotations here with the Pycon and double Glorio, but we'll make do with what we've got. On that next rotation, we do have both the Gammas, so that could be pretty effective there. I was planning on utilising both of them together. Having the STR Gamma 1 with a bunch of support, I'm thinking might be able to be enough to keep him afloat, but I guess we'll wait and see. AGL Pycon, probably a little bit of an underrated option in here. Probably not an easy A that I personally have used a great deal of, but when you sit him in slot 1, you've actually got a 70% chance to dodge, which is absolutely fire. He's got the support that he can provide. He's got the Ghost Usher as well for later on in the fight, so potentially that's something that could come into play there. Actually, a rotation of double Pycon, rocking him with the physical Pycon would be really interesting for this stage. So I have just literally just done the Siblings Bond mission, so I've gone back to back here, got that one done first go, no item with the Beast team, so really thought this stage was going to have an extra phase at the end of it, but it is just the two enemies here and then Shula after it, so yeah, not like a more short-term fight, which I don't think really affects this team one way or the other, to be honest. But by not getting the finish here, that probably does work in my favour a little bit. That's going to allow for STR Gamma 1 to get hit a few more times in slot 1 up next to get a bit of that build up. So, compare. Dang, actually, no, we are going to get the finish. My physical Glorio is just going too crazy. So, that does make things a little bit more scary because that means we only have the... What do we got? 2 attacks there to get built up. Yeah. Anyway, so we're going to grab that into that, which gives us a full heal. Then we got that. In here, we're rocking with on the team as well. Yeah. That first one definitely hurts. So we want no additionals here. We need that extra hit to get built up. Crits can go away as well. You see, we do drop to double digits there. And from this next rotation, we'll also have the other physical Glorio support floating as well. So that's going to work in our favour by finally having both of them floating with that big time support that they provide. And then, yep. So what we'll do here is we're going to, well, we may as well pop that. That's easy. We'll get that action break early on just to save the risk of getting cooked a little. If we grab that into that, what does that get us up to? 93%. Add in that from Glorio, gets us back up to 100. So cancelled that first attack, which is good. That's going to allow Pycon to go in without having been hit yet. And you may think, well, he's got 70% chance to dodge, but you know what? I don't even want to risk it. So we do get the triple super, fire. I'm thinking the physical Pycon should really be able to lay down the heat on Shula here. So 17 milli, probably not as crazy as I thought it would have been, but if it goes to next time that he comes around, when he does his... What is his called? When he goes serious, that's what it is. I imagine that his damage would get really, really nutty. So we get the dodge, into the dodge, into the dodge. Dang. And then we've got Glorio here in slot 3, starting off at a 16 milli. So by the end of this, I'm not like if he quad supers or whatever, I'm not even sure what his damage would be looking like. It'd have to be over 30 million. We're already at 28.6. Glorio is so busted. Bang. He's not going to... 36 million. Oh my lord. He's not going to finish this by himself, is he? No, we get a normal. Dang. Okay, that is a lot of damage. Super him. Super me. Please. So this is where I am a little bit scared. Oh, that action break is going to work phenomenally. Kapow. So that, yeah, as I said, that actually works perfectly for us because then we aren't going to be getting hit before we perform our own super. So I'll grab that, into that, into that. Could have even, actually, I probably would have been much better off just rocking Physical Glorio in slot 1 with no attack in their first slot. He would have been able to pump out his super attacks, and I don't think there would have been any threat of him biting the bullet. Instead, I've put myself at risk here and allowed for if the Gammas get tagged with some supers. I did grab Int Key Spheres, so they are guaranteed to do supers. But that's just an unnecessary risk that I have set them up for. Hopefully they're fine here. We have a ton of support getting around. Remember, STR Gamma 1's a defensive support unit. We got both the Glorios being defense support units. So we've also got off a bunch of super attacks. Cool. Okay. All's well that ends well. My Glorio is only like 69%, so he doesn't have the offensive juice that the friend does, but there you go. That is an absolute speed run with the mission execution team with no TAO. TAO being physical would absolutely poleaxe that, even though he's got the crit, but as you can see here, beat my time by almost half. So let me know if you've been able to get that mission execution mission done, which sounds so weird to say, and if you did you use a team like this, or how did you go about it? So thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with the content, and hopefully I'll catch you all on the next video.